So I can introduce Claire Norman, who's the Director of Marketing from the Cameron K. Gallagher Foundation, and she's gonna put her video up so y'all can Richmond. She has advanced professional training in mindfulness-based stress reduction from UC San Diego Center for Mindfulness and Mindful Schools. She's a graduate of James Madison University here in Virginia with 20 plus years of professional PR experience. She's a dedicated mindfulness practitioner and a certified yoga instructor. I need that. Mother to three, a three-time Ironman finisher. I won't be doing that. And an aunt to her beloved niece, Cameron Gallagher. Her favorite thing to do is to share powerful health and wellness concepts and skills with people from all walks of life. So we welcome her today. We'll have time for questions at the end, so I'm going to leave everyone on mute other than Claire at this point, and then when we get to that point, I'll take y'all off mute so you can ask questions. Take it away, Claire.
Thank you, Cynthia, and thank you to my friend Jennifer Stern for preparing me to come to you today. And I'm super honored to be a part of your company's meeting. I am just floored and inspired by what I'm hearing about what you're doing in our society, the market sector that you represent. You're demonstrated an amount of nimbleness and malleability and an ability to just respond in the moment to what's actually happening. So you really don't even need me at all to talk about mental health and wellness. But I will tell you that unless you take this on intentionally, you are putting those wonderful qualities at risk for a kind of burnout or perhaps dilution throughout the environment we're in. So congratulations on all of your qualities you exhibit. Congratulations on your business retention and growth in this time. And congratulations also for waiting 31 minutes to say the word COVID-19. You really, it was quite refreshing to hear you embrace your environment and to just kind of talk through the realities of the business that you and your customers. So that's just another indicator that you're well on your way. So I will not spend much time framing up the nonprofit that I represent, but I will tell you, many of you already know of us in the Richmond area, but if we have a through line, ladies and gentlemen, it is to highlight and prioritize mental health across all age ranges. So we were asked to come and be a part of this meeting for just about 15 minutes, visit some ideas around the idea of taking care of our mental health, give you some context on where the world seems to be in terms of a mental health meter, if it's at all possible, and to just maybe talk through some tips and ideas for some further care of your mental health. So I'll jump right in. I have three general categories or three buckets to kind of frame our time together. One is to just go through some key concepts. The second thing I'd like to do is just introduce a few key words that blend the concepts to maybe just a daily reminder. And then the final thing is some specific tips, some things that we can do to keep our mental health and wellness in the forefront of our care and of our superpowers, because without it, our production will reduce and our relationships may suffer, and ultimately our physical health will suffer. So I'm excited to jump in with an organization that has prioritized even 15 minutes or so at the end of a day, after some updates that are not all easy to hear, to spend a little bit of focused time on mental health. So thank you, and awesome job with that. To contextualize a little about where we're seeing the mental health response in the corporate world, it certainly, as you might imagine, is kind of following the virus curve, right? So we're when the virus is up and high on the curve, then that's where our grit and resiliency is showing up. When the virus, and the numbers wax and wane a bit, that's when we're starting to hear anecdotally and actually quantitatively where people are reporting what mental health factors they are tuning into during this time. I will mention that folks who already see a challenge as a motivator are not fluctuating much around mental health during this time. They're simply calling to the fore skills. folks who tend to have a more sensitive relationship to the unknown will exhibit more anxiety, and it makes just a lot of sense. So just kind of pressing forward to talk a little bit about some key concepts that are so refreshing and to me very, very hopeful, because anything I'm going to tell you, you already have and you already know. It just may be covered over with what we like to say is some unnecessary noise that comes along with being human and navigating a stressful situation. Or perhaps it's just not been revealed to you yet what you do have to press forward in these times. So I'm excited to jump forward with really one of my favorite concepts in this work. As a yoga teacher and a triathlete, you may not be surprised that this concept inspires me every day for everyone, and that is your body is brilliant. Your body knows so much about your environment. Many times there's a separation between our minds and bodies, and we don't tend to view the information as helpful. We view information that we receive about stress in our bodies as usually pleasant or unpleasant. But I might suggest you look to these things as being useful. The stress response over time and evolution, many of you know this, has been a way to protect us. And so, ladies and gentlemen, in today's environment, stress belongs. Anxiety belongs here. So if